All right, we're live.
Good morning, everyone. We're back with almost everyone. Only the captured and potentially dying Tubbs is missing so far. So the real question is, can Thalan, Kara, and Sharesh launch a rescue mission, or are they falling back to activate some proteges and get some assistance?
Well, that's the real question for us out here today, Jim. It's not really looking good for Team Adventure here today. Team Goblin's made some good plays, but the lawn I think is kind of looking very deeply at the fire at the moment, and kind of looks up at Kira, crosses his arms, and goes, "Well, we're pretty defensible up here. I don't think the goblins are going to bother trying to come up to the stairs after we had you kick the boards out from under them. And if they do, they're going to be coming with lights, so we'll know they're coming. I don't think they're inclined to attack, so we're in a good defensible position to sit here for a while. But I think maybe we should cut our losses."
Yeah, I from what I saw bodies hit the floor. I don't know that there's anybody alive down there worth going back for, even if we could.
Well, we did send horses down just
Oh, did
a
we?
few minutes ago,
Oh,
and I did hear a shrill little scream, like a child, like a halfling, and I don't think we can really count on him.
how far could Horsch have gotten? He might be salvageable. The other bodies I'm aware of, because I was kind of had an out of body experience while running away. Um,
Well,
Bodies I'm aware of, they collapsed in a deep inner tunnel. So Horsch, we might be able to get. The others, I don't know where they are.
right. We could always send you back down, and you could try to do the same thing as Horse and do a covert operation, see if you can figure out where they are, and maybe try to extradite them. But by the sounds of it, there's at least a 5-1 advantage on the goblins right now, from what I've heard.
Yeah, that sounds about right. From how many I saw, we were like, yeah, there was at least say 10, 12 of them. The last time I was able to consciously actually count and pay attention.
So the heroic thing to do, of course, would be to venture back down, see if you can rescue them, and then extradite ourselves. The smart thing to do might be to just call it a loss.
Those
I,
creatures are such skilled archers. That's
are
what
they
Sharesh says.
okay? That's good to know. They weren't always shooting arrows. The last time I was, paying attention and with it. Um, um, I would not want to go into the inner caverns. I think anything inside the inner caverns have probably been slaughtered. They're probably dead. Is Horsch? Do you know if he's gone? Like if he's actually gone into the inner caverns, or is he like just down on the ground in the
I
outer
wouldn't
area?
know. He took your lantern, though.
Okay, it looks like we have some light.
Well, we
Um,
do still have the
I don't know where he
campfire,
went.
and
He just stole your shit.
just stole our shit. Can I look down over the edge? And I'm curious what I could possibly see.
Yeah,
Like if Horsch seems to be down there visibly or not.
with with the vision you have as a human, if you had like a torch, that would give you about 60 feet of light, and the cavern's about 100,
Uh,
120 feet, somewhere in that range, 110,
okay.
112.
Yeah.
So really looking over the edge, you'd really be able to only see if there was a light down there. And so like you peer over the edge and down into the darkness, and you can't see the bottom, but you also can't see any light. So you don't see any light coming from any like side cavern. So like if he was in one of those, you'd probably see the light even shining out from the side. But you do not see that. It's just darkness
Yeah.
down below.
Could I ask Suresh to shoot a flaming arrow down? Could we possibly get an arrow down there with a little light on the end of it that could illuminate part of the bottom?
Yeah, she could do that. It wouldn't, although with her skills, you know, Hopefully she can
Sure,
hit
it's risky.
she can hit the bottom of a cavern.
Yeah, hopefully she can shoot over the edge, not kill any one of us.
She fires, hitting Thalon, knocking him over the
Yeah.
edge. So, where did you want her to? I mean, with the amount of time you have, you can certainly craft a flaming arrow. Does anyone have any lantern oil or anything like that to soak a rag?
I bought the lantern and lantern oil, so even if Horse Soul took the lantern, I should still have some oil.
Yeah, I don't think he completely looted your inventory. I think he
Yeah.
just took the lantern. So yeah, you can soak a rag with some lantern oil, wrap it around the arrowhead, and fire it down. Where are you where are you trying to get some vision?
I'm curious, Thalon, if you where you last heard him, was he going into the inner caves? In which case, we might
Well, the
want to
last
shoot
I
it.
really heard him was up here at the top of the crane, and then a lot of winching noises on his way down.
So maybe between where the crane would land and the door to the inner cavern that we mainly use. So kind of maybe cover
Okay.
both.
It's
So
possible. However, I don't think I would recommend the crane.
yeah,
I don't want to
there's
light it
there's
on
the
fire. Sorry, I just mean, so it could potentially somewhere not too far where it could illuminate it a little bit at the bottom. Like here, let
there's
me try
a
to.
one of the paths you took was this. There's one almost like somewhere in this area down below, and this is the path you found was behind a curtain. You also saw a path kind of up to the north more. You saw
Okay.
two paths up to the north, like one here and one way up here, I think into the darkness. And you didn't really explore the eastern side, but you also saw originally when Horst was there, you saw a path straight south.
I was thinking somewhere in this area, that's kind of between the path and the main, the main, what is it, cavern we went into.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that area, because I would assume he would have gone that way. I don't actually know. Thalad, do you have any idea what he was thinking when he was going down? There's a path.
He did not tell me a thing. So, any guess is as best as I can say. I do believe
Maybe
that the
he's
last
actually
time he came
working
up,
with the
he came
goblins.
from the southern side of the cavern, but no telling
Okay,
where he
then
went
yeah.
this time.
So the southern side sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah, let's just have her make sure have Sharesh do an attack roll.
Am I controlling that or okay?
Yeah, whoever would like to control her. The ground got a
Oh, is it one
10.
of us? Do
Yeah,
you
what
know
if
when I can
either you
control
or
her?
Falon or
Yeah, I
Kara?
had mostly been taking custody of them, but if you want to take back your minion, that's perfectly cool.
No, go for it.
Alright,
I
cool.
feel
I
like
now
you're
have
probably more
Suresh.
familiar than I am. Yeah.
Let me go ahead and attack. -3.
Ouch.
She's
The
got a
fumble.
-4 total, by the way. That
Wow.
was also a terrible roll.
Let's
She did shoot one of us.
yeah, since she rolled a fumble. Uh, good lord, she's really an awful archer. Let's see,
She
ranged
could like shoot
fumble.
over the edge. No, she not. Limburger! Oh god.
No, that it's
Oh
not
god.
her arm. She didn't break her arm.
Oh fuck.
The so I actually had to like when I was writing all the fumbles out to like make it in these nice results. I was like, limb broken? You can break your arm just shooting a crossbow or a bow, and the limb of a bow is the like I mean if you have kind of the curve of the bow, the limb is the top part. So like
Oh
one of the like kind of how the bow has a top curve and a bottom curve.
god.
That's
That bow was 60 or 30 silver at least.
The bow,
Oh my god.
yeah, the bow snaps. The lawn just crosses his arm, goes, if there was ever a sign of our misfortune, I think perhaps we have it right here.
Oh my god. I'm gonna take the other pieces of the bow away from her and throw them on the ground and just be like, "Do you know how much I paid for this bow? Jesus Christ."
At least it's good firewood.
I
Oh
I
my
I
god.
don't know don't know what happened. Am I that strong? I just pulled it back like normal.
No, no, it was a fault of the wood. Well, I suppose there goes that. Well,
Do we have any torches? Maybe we could just toss the torch over the side. I just want to see if Porsche is like right there and where we could save him. I would want to do that. If he's within inner caverns, no, I'm not going back in there.
I'll say that even though the arrow, or even though the bow broke, the flaming arrow is still sitting there on the ground. So you could
Oh.
pick it up and just drop it over the edge.
Oh, okay. Can we do that? I just want to look over the
Yeah.
edge.
So yeah, you drop the flaming arrow and it falls down into the darkness and clatters on the cavern floor and illuminates a little bit of the darkness below. And for a second, you just see cavern floor, and then you see a small figure kind of scurry out, look around, look up, and then scamper over and pat out the arrow.
Yeah.
that does prove
All right.
something, though.
That they got him. That's what I took away.
No,
What
that
did you
they're
take
on
away?
watch.
Yeah.
Well, the smartest thing, of course, is retreat. If you'd like to do something else, however, I'm not going to stop you, but I will advise against it.
The numbers for it. We're down there. We got overwhelmed.
I suppose now's the
And-
time to retreat, then.
Yeah, I think anything we tried to do would just be suicide against their numbers.
Well, I hope you're very good at explaining to them what a terrible investment this plan was.
Explain to who? Because you're normally
The company.
talker. I'll leave that to you, Thalash.
Of course, of course. And Thalange is, like, packing his bag and taking, like, anything else everyone, like, didn't bring, like, down with them. Like, I assume, like, maybe, Ares, like, 200 pounds of food or whatever. I don't know if he, like,
Yeah,
keeps that on him at all times or not.
He had a wheelbarrow that he used.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, so I'm probably
There
just
was
taking
a
the wheelbarrow
wheelbarrow.
down with me.
There was a wheelbarrow of stuff outside the camp, remember? Because
Yeah.
that was weeks worth of food and drink.
Yeah, so I'm
So-
not going to just, like, leave that lying around. I'm going to take that with us, and I'm just going to say, let's just leave the fire here, and I think as long as we have the boxes here, they'll cast enough shadows to make them doubt that, that we've left.
All right, so you're going to leave the campfire going until it essentially burns out, and then
Right.
just muscle away.
That'll
Okay.
scare them enough, or at least buy us enough time to keep going down the mountain, and by that time, we're out of here.
Okay. So you guys trek, and your goal is to get back to Vesh on the boat, right?
Correct. That's at least 6
So-
hours, if I recall.
Yes. So it's you guys set off on your own. It's a pretty uneventful journey. Maybe it's a little sad without your companions. And Sharesh, I mean, Sharesh is now unarmed. That's all she had was that short bow. So before you guys are going, she's since my bow broke, what should I do? I'm defenseless if we get attacked.
Oh, well, I believe the... Oh, wait, that's right. And I'll pull out the scimitar. And I'm just
It's
going to
like a
write down that'll be
one.
claimed by Sharesh.
So is that the scimitar that
broken
was
one. This is
the
about
broken
all we
one.
have left aside from my own personal staff and my javelins, and I've seen how you shoot. Also, she's paying you, not me.
That's correct.
Although at the same
So
time,
she
only
has a
30 silver, so
broken
we'll see how much.
Scimitar.
Who's paying who here at the end?
I think ultimately no one is paying us for this because we failed at it.
Yeah, but also between me and Sharesh. That bow is
You beat me to it, Eli.
silver.
Okay.
Oh, you can fill it out. You got it.
I don't actually
I
know
think
the
it's a-
stats, so if you do it, that's good.
I think it's just a -1 to attack.
Yes. Oh no, it's -1 damage. For
Oh,
the broken.
damage. Okay. Broken is -1 damage, and I don't think she's proficient in scimitar, so that's
So that'd be another
Is she?
-2.
Is she
yeah,
proficient
-2
in
across the board.
anything? Like,
Oh, I can
She,
actually put that in as a modifier now. I'm gonna do that for mine.
yeah, yeah. So it can now be a modifier under miscellaneous or style, so that should work out better. I filled in the basic details for her. Let's see, what's the speed on a scimitar, Kara? Is it
9 seconds.
nine
I don't know
nine
if
seconds?
that's what mine is, but I don't know if it's got an adaptation. Like if I've got an ability.
Yeah, not nine sounds correct. All right, I've filled out her stats for the scimitar. So you got she takes it. Thank you. I'm not very skilled in the scimitar, but this should help me if we get attacked.
It's alright, you're in good company. None of us are skilled at much of anything, it seems, and I'll give her a pat on the back.
You're so inspiring.
Oh, well, that's what 100, 200 years of life will do to you.
So you guys trek off through the jungle, and it's rather uneventful. You follow that same path all the way down to the lake, and before you know it, 6 hours have passed, and you're standing in front of Vesh and the whole guard squad again. Vesh stands up and back so quickly. I hope it's with good news. Are you here to resupply? How goes the expedition with the recent members? Where is
It doesn't.
Ari
Opposite.
and Horse?
What's the most negative way I can say this? Everything
Negative?
failed. And the rest of them
Oh,
are probably all dead.
oh, heavens! All of them?
That's right. 5 of them went down, and none of them have come back up.
That's
Well, actually,
terrible.
7 people went down. 2 of them managed to come back up. But, well, details, I suppose.
That this is terrible news. What foul beast could slay all 5 of them?
I would perhaps say a numerical advantage is the beast that slayed them. It sounds like
It's a
there are at
creature I've
least
never
5
met
per
before.
each of us. That was simply an overwhelming amount.
Is the numerical analysis a creature from other worlds?
No,
Blon
it's just
will
goblins.
hold his face in his hand for a bit. There's too damn many of them.
Oh, yes. It translated poorly. I'm sorry.
Sometimes I have to realize I need to find the proper words in other languages. But, nonetheless, this investment did not pay out whatsoever, and, I guess it's my duty to say that the Gold Line Trading Company is going to need a lot of investment to take this down, more than just a bunch of cheap mercenaries like ourselves.
I see. That is most unfortunate. Are you saying that you would like to break off your contract with the Jade Lion? Of
Oh,
course, if you
no, I
do,
don't mean that
we will still
far. I just
transport
mean
you.
that this part of the contract is not fulfillable. It is not recoverable at this time, not by us.
I see.
Maybe,
If
perhaps, with another cash reimbursement, we could get about 15 mercenaries and head back to the mines, but short of that, no more copper mines. None. No.
Although,
I see.
wait a minute. We would be even with you guys if we did break this contract. We did mutually decide to end this contract.
Oh,
Um,
I was not implying anything bad would happen if you break
I'm
break
just
the
curious
contract.
if you could elaborate, on how that would work.
Well, if you decided to no longer work with us, then of course we would provide transport back to Anavim or as most of them, wherever you wish to be let off, and then the Jade Lion would most likely go in a different direction with another group of mercenaries, and most likely we would no longer hire you again. If you decided to no longer work with us, of course.
Of
Of
course, I
course.
understand. Well, we'll have to discuss it, of course.
The rest of the
As soon
contract
as
is perhaps fulfillable, of course. We probably ought to head back to Osmosvim and gather at least a couple of more arms. But, well, as I said, I don't think the copper mines are going to be a great investment for the foreseeable future. That
I see.
is my offer.
sure we're settling in for the night or something.
Yeah, it's late, I believe. I think you had gone down almost immediately upon arriving in the copper mine, so you guys had left, got into trouble, done a little bit more delving, and then I think it's probably
Yeah,
just
we
late
probably
the
spent
same
about an
day.
hour actually, at that campsite.
Okay. So as soon as I can get a private word with Thalan, I'm gonna pull him aside and just be like,
Yeah,
dude,
you're
Of course.
more
Dude.
than welcome to.
What is it, Kira?
let's get out of these jungles. This whole thing is just a hellscape. Why are we still working for this company?
Well, the jungles themselves aren't that bad, but of course, in invading an entire tribe of goblins on our small numbers, well, I think maybe we're overly optimistic.
We've just been crushed completely. Why would we still want to do this? Why not just cut our losses and just like go our separate ways, find future work somewhere else? Why would we want to continue with this?
Well, I guess the answer is because we decided to take this particular risk into our own hands, already knowing what a terrible idea it perhaps was, and despite my wonderful suggestion of tactics and martial advice, it doesn't seem like anyone actually followed it, and so they all died. So I would suggest the next people that we find should be more keen to listening to me, at which point perhaps our chances of success will actually rise.
I think people might be more keen on listening to you if you actually fucking went into the mines and helped out. Just
Well,
saying.
I told you all from the beginning it was terribly dangerous.
Yeah, and you were no help at all.
I mean,
want
I
to point
actually proved
out.
myself
Well,
right
we're
here. We're the only
criticizing.
ones left alive now.
I know. So why would we want to go back?
Wait,
Maybe we need
that's
to
the thing.
break our.
We don't have to go back to the mines. We don't have to do that part of the contract. We'll just continue on with the rest of it.
I know, but if this was part of the contract, who knows what else is part of the contract? Maybe we need to find someone else to contract with.
Well, that's possible. However, given I've spent almost all of my funds on this, I'd like to get at least a little bit more funds to be able to live until we find another employer. As long as we're on this boat, we at least get to sleep and eat for free. And that could last us for another couple of months, I think. And then if we leave the region, no one will be any the wiser that we just ate a bunch of their food and left. It works out really nicely. I've been doing that for at least 150 years. And no one has caught on yet.
Like, I'm happy to eat and sleep for free. Definitely to Anavim, and maybe we can resolve the trading problem there and salvage something out of this trip. And definitely back to Emosville. After that, I'm not sure I want to continue with this contract. You're gonna have to convince me this is worthwhile, because right now this seems like just a freaking mess. But of course I want to ride out of here, so maybe we'll
Right.
talk
Yeah.
later.
We have time to
Correct,
think and
says.
discuss it, of course.
Yeah, this doesn't really seem worth it. I broke my bow. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, freaking lot of money.
Now it's only the fault of the craftsman and the archer, but mostly the craftsman.
Yeah, who would buy such a bad bow?
Oh my
Jeez.
god. I'm taking a walk.
And so then I guess we're waiting, we're resting, and then waiting for dawn. So I guess now's the time to tab back to the other crew and see what happens.
So yeah, you guys are rest for the night. The other two members, Ari and Horst, You guys know where you guys are. You're in the dark. Is there anything you want to do? I mean, you're both aware of each other in there. Tubbs might be in there. It's kind of ambiguous at this point. If he is alive, he actually probably hasn't been making any noise because it's only been less than a day, so he'd still be unconscious and negative hit points. So
Remind me again. How am I restrained, or what's my condition?
you are restrained by manacles,
Okay.
and
Not restrained those others.
your health is exactly what it is now. So you haven't been. I mean, maybe you have additional bruises uh, and kind of minor wounds, but nothing more serious. So your hit points is still what it's at.
I don't know. Let's look at that one major wound that took me down.
Mm-hmm.
Can I reach my waist?
You can most likely reach your waist, or if not, you're small enough that you can like move over and someone else can. You're kind of held by those manacles to the wall, like with your arms up, sort of thing.
Has everything been removed? Like, because I had a bunch of daggers on me.
If you had any weapons that weren't in like any sort of secret sheath or boot sheath,
Yeah.
then yeah, those were removed.
Okay. Well, there goes that idea.
Are we like restrained to the wall by the manacles, or are we just in manacles by ourselves?
Restrained to the wall.
In what fashion?
Like there's probably those, yeah.
I mean, there's many ways you could restrain somebody to the wall with manacles. That's
Yeah.
why I'm asking. So you're saying
But
there's like
each
a
of you are
loop in the-
posed like this, like one to the left, one to the right.
Well, I rather meant like there are like one manacle, one arm here, one manacle, one arm there, or is it like a loop in the ceiling where a manacle is being strung through? I mean,
There's most likely a single loop in the wall that, like, I mean, each of your individual manacles are like, so you have one loop for each of you, and your each individual manacles are through those loops.
right, like when you see a cop with a hostile witness and they've got like the manacles to the table and there's like a loop on the table so they can't move their arms around, or are we talking like Aladdin jail, one manacle here going that way, another manacle there going that way?
Yeah, not quite Aladdin jail, but more of a combination of the manacled to the table, but with a little bit more room.
All right, so which one of us is going to perform the saw maneuver first?
The saw maneuver. I'm not aware of that.
The only way to get our hands out of here so that we can help free the other one is one of us is going to have to cut off a hand.
With what?
The friction of the manacle. Look, I'm going to break my hand and I'm going to pull it through here.
You're gonna break your thumb.
Yeah, figure out something, right? Because either way, we're going to die. So
Right.
either we're going to die one way or we're going to die the other way. And I would prefer to die on my own terms.
Well, since I'm smaller than the human, I mean, are the manacles like sized for me, or do I have a little bit more play? Can I try to?
There was one pair for a small creature, and so
Dadgummit.
there's one set that actually fits you.
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't make sense. They are goblin creatures. Maybe they had a manacle themselves at some point.
True.
I'm more surprised that they had human-sized manacles, now that we think about it. They should have dwarven-sized manacles.
Yeah.
I want to try a feat of strength to pull the manacles out of.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Make a feat
like-
of strength. Gah!
Adrian.
You shoot for high or you shoot
All
for
right.
low on those numbers?
I don't know.
You're trying to beat the number that I'm rolling with the manacles against you.
Oh, so that would look impressive, but now I don't know.
Not so impressive.
You know what?
Trey,
though? I see
you
doing
strain
it.
and strain, and they hardly budge.
I see you doing it, so I might as well try.
Worth a shot.
Damn it.
So these are checks you can repeat. However, every time you try again, there's you have a -1 penalty. So
I'm also
just
noticing that you're rolling with a +16, so I feel like we could feel that that's not going to work.
yeah, you strain at it, and I mean, if you were a lot stronger, it could be a viable option. But
Okay, one more question. You
yeah,
said these were they're being restrained to the wall, right?
yes,
Okay, what if? Wait, do I have my back to the wall, or do I have my front to the wall?
I'm. You're back to the wall.
Okay, so I'm not
Or you
facing
could
the wall.
turn, and you could be facing it.
Oh, well, if I'm back to the wall, then I guess I'm gonna lean out as far as I can, put my feet up, and start climbing backwards up the wall to where the restraints are, and just start pulling Superman style, using my feet as leverage against the wall. So I'm like
Get your full
horizontal.
body weight into it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Would that give me any bonus?
I would say that would give you a bonus. Yeah, I'll give you a.
I'm lifting with my back, not with my arms.
Good, lift with your back, not your legs. That's the trick.
Oh, fuck
For a
that. I'm
healthy
putting my legs
lifestyle.
into it too, yeah.
Pull your
I'm
back
throwing
out
my
again.
whole back out. Yeah.
I would say it'll give you an additional +5.
We're at do or die time.
Nice.
So that's a 25, technically.
Yep.
I rolled without any modifier. Damn it!
And the hot
So
strike
you
continues.
strain and strain, and I mean, you can hear the chains clanking together, and it feels like you almost have it, and then no dice.
I guess technically, actually, that would have been a 24 with the -1.
Yeah.
I want to look around on the ground. Is there anything small? Is there any way to like pick the manacle?
If you had any sort of tool, you might be able to try to pick the manacle.
Right? Can I? But I want to look on the ground to see if I can, if there's anything close by me that I could grab to try to pick the manacle.
Yeah. So you are in complete darkness, but you kind of
Can I
you
feel?
yeah, you feel around. There are several small rocks, but you're feeling around. You do feel some small bones littering the ground. Maybe
Okay.
from maybe from a past occupant, or maybe from something that they fed to the occupants.
Okay. Can I pick one of them up and try to? Is it a bolt, or can I try to pick it? I want to try to pick the lock with the bone.
Yeah, you can try to do that. Let me double check the difficulty to pick a manic.
If Miz and Zani are conscious, there's their attempts at breaking out, 18 and 21.
Yep, they are conscious. Hey, Bobo. And Miz cannot escape, and the Zani cannot escape as well. They hear you moving, and are you trying to break out? And they strain. You can hear their chains clatter, and they cannot get out as well. Let's see for manacles. Yeah, so you can attempt a lock picking check. However, with these improvised tools, I'm going to say it's a difficult check.
Nope.
So you work at it as hard as you can, and like you try to get that sliver of bone you found and it doesn't work.
All right, time to dislocate my thumb.
All right.
2 to 5 minutes from now, where Erie's unconscious body as he's threshold of pained himself, just hanging from the.
As you're still on the wall as you do it. You dislocate it as you're hanging like sideways off the wall.
I mean, even if the pain is too much in my hand, sometimes comes out. I'm still one shackle and just hang.
So you're gonna try to break your own thumb. What would that be? I'm gonna have you do a.
Yeah, you literally have to break a bone in your hand to even dislocate your thumb.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be a strength check. So if you roll so you can click on strength and do a strength check, and that'll try to roll. Basically, you're trying to roll under your strength, and if it's successful, you have broken or you will be successful in breaking your thumb. But it's going to require also a threshold of pain save to see if you don't just pass out. So you hear Ari start straining and then a crack. I need you to make a threshold of pain save. So you're trying to a D20, and you're trying to roll under your threshold of pain. I don't yet have a button for that.
Which is 8.
Maybe next week.
Is it equal to or under, or is it just under?
It is equal to or under.
Okay, so my threshold of pain is 8.
So your threshold of pain save is a 4, right?
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah. The threshold of pain, the TOP is just the threshold. So you're out for 30 seconds or so, crying in pain, but you have successfully broken your thumb.
The super noble area. Hold on, Hordes. I got this. 30 seconds of that.
I got this. Ah!
It hurts.
So the most important part, his thumb is broken. Does that get it in the manacle?
So you can attempt an escape artist check to escape now with just normal with your hand without a thumb broken. It would be a difficult check to just escape artist out, but with your broken thumb, I'll say it makes it an easy check.
Cool. So on a normal day, I have a 92% chance to fail.
So you had to roll under a 48, and so your thumb is broken, and you're trying to get out of these manacles, and it's either just too painful and you can't get through it, or you just got too fat of hands, and you just can't get them out of the manacles.
Why did I bring 2 extra weeks worth of food?
All my food went into my wrists. It's where you hold all your weight. He's got comically large hands.
Well, Ari, are you out?
Working on it. God, it hurts.
I want to try another feat of strength.
All right, try away. So now you're gonna be at a -1 for this.
Yeah.
Horst may be strong, but he's not quite strong enough.
Try putting your whole body into it. I hear it adds like 5% of your. Don't.
Percent of 20 pounds, yes.
Can I try another escape artist, or is that the one and done?
Or do you have any escape artist?
You can try again in a little bit, but I'm going to say in order to try again, you're going to you basically try. We'll say once a day, and you have to do before you do it. You're going to have to do a threshold of pain just to see if you can stomach the agony as it tries to pass over your broken thumb.
I thought you were going to say if you want to try again, you have to break another finger.
What? This finger's useless. Snap.
God, my hand's still too big. Break another finger.
Snap. We'll go over the effects of having a broken thumb later, but for now, you've just
It's do it or die. It's not really a.
yeah. So
I've
for
written
now.
off my left hand.
So, is there anything you guys want to do? You probably hear Ms. What
Zani.
or
Yeah.
Zani speak. What are we gonna do? Are they gonna come save us?
Griff, do they have any escape artist skills?
Pretty sure they don't.
I think they have it naturally, but not anything amazing. Aside from their
13
natural ability.
and
So.
12. I mean, I could have them try to roll for that anyway and see if they can just wiggle their way out, but,
Yeah.
well, let's give it a try. Where? I already lost track of it again. Here we go. Zani.
All right.
Looking good. And Ms. With the 84.
These manacles are on us tight.
They must be made of
why'd we try out
dwarven
Ari's?
steel.
Why'd we try out Ari's eating and workout regiment? Our hands are too muscular. What Horst? What happened to you?
I came down here looking for you, and I got shot. These 2 arrows from these goblins that caught me.
What?
Down
What
on
about
your
the
own?
others?
Of course. Sorry, this is a player reaction, not a character
No
reaction.
worries.
Griffin wasn't going to come down here, or excuse me,
Fallon.
Fallon wasn't going to come down
Yeah.
here. And so I just took it on myself to try to come down here and get you guys, and I didn't get very far. They were ready for us. And I
Damn.
took 2 arrows in the butt, and I wake up and here I am.
Well, welcome to a dark hell.
Yeah. So what is the escape artist route? Is that where you just try to slip out of it?
Yeah, you're just trying to wiggle out, or maybe you're skilled at just like squeezing your hands real small.
Okay. So
I've
I had
never
a
tried to break out of manacles myself, so
yeah, me neither. So I have a wineskin with me. Would it still be on me, or would they have taken that?
they've pretty much taken
Yeah.
most
Okay.
of what was on you, especially if it looked like it could have had anything exciting in it,
Yeah.
like a wineskin.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I haven't tried to escape
Break
artist
your own
out.
hand, right?
Well,
Yeah,
not yet. That's I'm getting there.
yeah,
I'm
you
getting
can do escape artist. You're more than welcome to.
all right.
Can't wait for them to turn the lights on. It's a birthday party.
So maybe they did put the wrong manacles on you, because you're like you're straining and you try to unlock it, and like little did you know, you're like, this is annoying, and you like shake one hand out and you pick up one of the bones and you're working on it, and you look over and you're like, wait, I've already taken my hand out of the manacle, and you have both your hands out. You're like, oh, I didn't even need to unlock it.
In a whisper, oh my gosh, I'm out. Okay. I want to make my way to whoever's closest, like feel my way.
Yeah, you feel around. It's a small chamber that you're in. You can definitely feel what feels like 2 doors, one on opposite walls. So there's a door on the right side, a door on the left, and in between the 2 walls there's the manacles. So maybe you and Zani were on one side, and Ari and Miz are on the other, with maybe Tubbs somewhere there. Tubbs, maybe Tubbs being held in extra high security. But you feel around, and like, I mean, they're like, what? You're out? You're out? What? How?
I have no idea. But I'm gonna try to get one of you out. I'm gonna try to get all of you out. So, are they all in the same room with me? Like from what I can?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
it feels like one small room.
Okay.
The room looks like it's probably about 30 feet by 20 feet, a little bit of a rectangle.
Okay. I can't see a damn thing in here. I'm gonna make my way to whoever I touch first, and I guess I'll try to get them out.
Oh, it's my hand! Ah!
Yeah, how are you going to try to get them out?
I'll do the same thing.
All right, you're not going to be able to do an escape artist for them,
Okay.
unfortunately. You
Well,
can't like
maybe.
slip your hands into their hands and be like, "Your hands are mine."
You do got
Okay.
bones,
But
and you can pick them.
How about
yeah,
I pull on the manacle since I'm holding since I touched Ari's hand that was he did something to.
you
Um,
just smack his broken wrist. Is this working?
can I pull on the manacle to try to pull it off?
Yeah, yeah. I'll say that because you're trying to just like, I mean, because Ari maybe stopped
Yeah,
because he
this one.
was just in so much pain. You can try to yank it off just over his broken wrist.
Okay. All right, this is probably gonna hurt. So,
I'll give you I'll let you re-roll your escape artist check,
oh,
Ari.
okay, okay.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I thought he
Yeah,
was doing.
you.
Well,
I
no, I
guess
thought
I'm.
he was doing something because, again, my escape artist attempt is going to be stopped when I pass out or fail.
Yeah, so you're pulling on the his manacles, and he's struggling against you, and he passes out. But you can't get the manacle off his wrist.
Ari, Ari, crap! That didn't go
I
well.
guess I guess he falls off the wall where he was hanging vertical.
All right. I'll make my way over to somebody else.
Hey, what happened to Ari? Did you get him out?
I think he passed out. I couldn't get his hand out. I think I caused him too much pain. He did something to his hand.
Oh no. Uh, that's shoot. That's unfortunate. What are we gonna do? How can you get us out?
I don't know. But I'm not leaving here without everybody. Um, if I leave, they'll be looking all over for me. So I can't leave. Uh, but I gotta get everybody out before they come in here and find us. So who am I talking to? I don't know who am I talking to. Okay, so
This
I'm
is
just gonna
Miz. This is
yeah.
Miz.
So I'm gonna just move my way over to the voice that I'm hearing,
Yeah.
and
Ow, my eye.
sorry.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking like
okay.
if I pull on them and you try to pull out of them, maybe we can get you out.
Okay. Uh, so we're just gonna try to. So are you gonna try to feed strength or
Yeah.
like? Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let's do that. So Miz can roll a feat of strength, and you're gonna roll a feat of strength. And if you get above a 10, then you've given him a +2. So you have not. But can I get a feat of strength from Miz? Against 33, which
Yeah, I don't think he
if
was gonna
he
make
gets the
that.
20,
I'm a
yeah.
halfling,
So
damn it.
you it does not come out of the wall.
Okay. All right, wait here. I'm gonna. Is there somebody else in here, or is this it?
Yeah, I'm here. You hear Zani as well. I'm over here. Uh,
Okay.
I heard a gasp of pain. What's wrong with Ari? I guess they probably heard you breaking your thumb. Did you tell them you were breaking your thumb?
Probably not. Doesn't
What
seem my
what
style. to tell people what crazy shit I'm about to do.
What's wrong with Ari?
It's okay. He passed out. From me trying to pull him out of his chains. It didn't work, so he passed out.
You passed out? What is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
He did.
Does he have a health concern?
I don't know. He did something to his hand because when I touched his hand, he screamed in pain. So, yeah. So we'll come back to him. Let's try to
Okay.
get you out.
What? How are you going to do that? What can you do? Can you undo these manacles?
I don't
How'd
know.
you escape?
Well, if it, I don't really know. I had this bone, and I was feeding this bone in, and then I noticed that my one hand wasn't in it, and then my other hand wasn't, and I don't know if there was something wrong with the manacles, or what. But
You just
uh,
slipped out? Oh, come on! These things are tight on me.
I don't know. I'm a lot smaller than you, so these
What
goblins aren't very smart.
could? What you were saying? You were trying to pick the lock.
Yeah,
Did that work? Could that work?
that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna try
Oh, okay.
because I don't know if I could pull you out of them. I'm getting tired.
Time for a nap. Horse like lays down.
Not yet. Um. So yeah, I'll try to pick the lock with the little bone
All
that I
right.
had.
Let's see what you got. Yeah. Nope. It's just either the bone's the wrong shape or you can't even get it in the lock. It's not coming undone. Oh, do you have lock picking?
No, it's 15. I don't think I have any.
Oh, so if you don't have you've been rolling a pickpocket.
Oh, is that the?
If you don't, yeah, if you don't have the lock picking skill, you don't even know how to pick locks.
Well, great. Well, there you go.
So that is why your rolls have been failing.
No wonder it's not working.
It's like it's not working. I'm not picking the lock.
I could
It
try
would
to.
make sense though. I mean, you're a little bit of a con man if I'm correct. So maybe you're even. I'll try to pick the lock. Sure, I know what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
I think maybe we need to smash the lock now. What do you think?
Uh, I mean, that might hurt.
But we might get your hand out.
I guess you could try.
Can I feel around for any kind of rock on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, you feel around. There are some small rocks, but nothing hunkador, like nothing big.
Hmm. Okay. I don't feel anything. There's just some small rocks. I don't think they're gonna do anything. Um, maybe I don't think kicking the lock's gonna do it. You got any bright ideas?
Uh, not not really. This I I've never been manacled before. This is I didn't expect this at all. Uh, how do people normally escape from these things?
They don't.
Thanks. Great for the g- good confidence. What was Ari trying?
He was trying to get himself out too, but he did something to his hand. Like I said, I don't know. And then I tried helping him out, and he passed out. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Just
It,
murdering people in the darkness.
it was him. I'm trying to help.
Free experience chokes. Free experience chokes them all out. The only way I can escape is leveling up inside this dungeon.
Right. Um. I think if I can't get you guys out, I think I'm gonna have to try to leave and come back with I don't know, maybe something to we can cut your hand off and get you out, huh? Huh? I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh, my. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll just like use a dagger and the manacles. They'll come right out. I do this all the time.
Uh, you do this all the time?
Well, in my line of work, I'm always running from something. So we can talk about that later.
But please hurry back if you do leave. This is
Yeah,
I we we don't want to die.
yeah. I don't want to die either. So, um, okay. Can I feel around um for the door? You said there's a door.
Yeah, there's two doors. One we'll call one the right door and the other the left door.
Okay. So, can I feel which door am I closer to?
Whichever one you want.
Okay. So the right door. Does it? Can
The
we?
right door.
Is there just a handle on it? Does it just open or?
Yeah, you feel around and sure enough there is a handle.
All right. Can I turn it? Maybe it'll just open.
Tick. The door unlocks.
Okay. So I want to slowly open the door and peer through and see if I can see any kind of light or anything. Or
It is pitch dark. And that's I'm not going to transfer you onto the map yet, just because
yeah.
you
I
don't see
can't see
anything.
anything anyway. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I want to shut that door.
it's completely dark.
All right. I want to shut that door. And then I want to
Okay.
feel for the left door,
Okay.
and I want to slowly, or I want to check it to see if I can open that.
You this door is also unlocked.
Okay. Um, I want to open it slowly, quietly as I can, and peer out.
It is well the other one. So you kind of stepped out of the other one and it felt tight, maybe as if you're in a tunnel or at least a smaller tunnel. This one you kind of step out and peer. You have the feeling that it's either a tunnel going in a different direction, as if like the first door you opened and you felt the walls were tight to you. In this one, you open it up and you either feel like the tunnel is going like uh, perpendicular to the door opening, or you might even be opening it into some sort of cavern. But it is also dark.
Okay. Can I feel around on the floor to see if I feel any kind of heavier rock or?
Make a observation check. Oh, that's why. Um, I was slightly wrong. I was trying to use your tokens to see what you could see, and there is a sliver of light coming from the first door you opened. Very faintly, you could make out what looks like a hallway at the very end, and just a little bit of light at the very end of that.
That's not going to change anything that I'm doing though.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah,
Just
cool.
letting you know, you did see the first entrance where it felt a little bit tighter. You see a little bit of light at the end of what you feel like might be a tunnel, unless there's any branches between you and where you see that light.
And that was the door. That was the right door.
Yeah, so we'll say the right door felt like a tight tunnel, and you see a little bit of light, maybe 30, 40 feet away.
Okay.
And the other one, darkness. It could be a cavern, but I mean, there's obviously a wall to the right and to the left of the door, so you could feel around with that.
Okay. Yeah. And I think I want to feel around for um anything that I could that's heavy that I could kind of grasp to try to use to hit the manacle.
All right, so you're gonna so I'm clear on everything that's going on. You're going out the left door, and you're gonna start feeling around on the ground for anything
Not
anything that you
far.
could use. Okay.
Yeah, like I
Are
want to
you
kind of
leaving the door and kind of like venturing out, or
no.
are you sticking with one of your hands on the wall and kind of just feeling around on the ground with your hands?
That's right. That's right. With
Right.
my hand still on the door because I'm only like half. I only want to be like halfway out. I don't want to be all the way out because I'm afraid that I might not find my way back.
All right. So you're just feeling around in the very vicinity of the door.
That's
Okay.
right.
Can you make a scrutiny check for me?
Sure.
You're feeling around and looking to find anything. You have a great scrutiny. You're looking around and you find it looks like it was kind of kicked in the corner. It's actually right behind the door, and that's how you found it. Is you opened the door, and the door seemed to stop before it actually hit the cavern wall, and you kind of investigate, like maybe there's a door stop or something, and there's a good sized rock sitting right behind that door.
Okay, I want to grab the rock and make my way back into the room
Okay.
and then make my way over to Ms. or who's the other one? Dora?
Ms.
Zani.
and
Zani.
Zani.
Okay, so it's Ms. Zani and Ari that are all in there that I know of.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to make my way over to Zani.
Okay.
Feeling my way over there with the rock. Hey, I found this big rock, so I'm thinking maybe I could drop it on your manacle to try to loosen it up, or maybe I can hit the manacle with it. I mean, I can't see anything. Can you see in the dark?
No, no, it's all it's no, not at all.
Maybe
It's all dark.
maybe I can give you the rock and you could hit it because I know you're worried that I did something to Ari. I swear I didn't do anything to him, um but maybe you can take the rock and try to hit one of your manacles and hit it off, or loosen it or break it somehow. What do you think?
Uh, yeah, I'm a little worried about uh, you dropping it on my hand instead of the manacle.
Well, I'll give it to you, and then you can use it, and you can hit the manacle yourself. You don't even I won't even have to hit it
They're on
because you know
his
where.
hands.
Yeah, they like
But
yeah, it would be
can't you do like this or something or?
yeah, he could try that.